Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhaoqing. We are over the river in Gaoyao today, and we're trying to get up this mountain up in front of us here. I don't know how well we can pick up. There's a pagoda up there that I want to get up, try and find my way up to. But yeah, we've been walking a long way. We've just come across this old little village stuff here. I love these sort of reddy browny bricks. Look absolutely amazing. Looks like we have a bit of a temple in here. As normal, we're not going to actually go in too far, but we'll give you a little look from outside here. It was probably an old home, maybe. I'm not sure. But down the front here, we have this little worship area. It looks pretty cool, but we're going to continue walking because look at this. So looking in here, wow, I love these old places. They look just amazing. But we're going to carry on walking. We're actually trying to find a way up that mountain, and looking at the map, it looks like there might be a way up around here somewhere. I've been around this mountain several times. I went around once on my electric bike, and we sort of went around the other side, went around there looking for a path up, but we found nothing. We have been up, there's a back the way that we've walked up, which we'll show you on the map in a minute. There's a housing estate up there. I've been up through there, but it looks like it's all gated up, although I did go up there at night time. So if we don't find a path up this way, we're going to try walking back up that to that community again and seeing what's up there. Oh, we got a basketball court down here. Wow, so a lot more of these old villages. On the way back, if we actually we can't find our way up the mountain through this side, we might actually come back and have a little walk through that little village area on the way back through. Have a little look. We're on the 360 camera, so with any luck, if we find something that needs translating, my phone's free and available for me. Actually, we'll just take you up these steps here on our left, give you a look at what's up here, because there is quite a major roadway over here, and then over the other side there's more mountains up here. There's more mountains to have a look at. Just eyeing that mountain, looking for a pathway somewhere. There must be something, surely. But as we head up these steps, we can see quite a major road. It's very quiet actually for the side of the road. I haven't heard many cars coming along here. And then there's more mountains over the other side, right the way around. Another community over there. More high rises. We got one of the big towers sitting on top of the mountain over that way. Actually, we might even just walk along the top here. We get a bit better view down into the bottom here. We can see what's going on. You can see up on the mountain edge there, there's a lot of newer apartments and things there. It's yeah, I've never been out this way before. This road is really quiet, it looks like a big major road, but there's no traffic here. I've barely heard a car go past. So as we're walking along here, what we might do is pull out the phone, open the map, we'll do a little screen capture and show you where we are, where we've come from, and where we're trying to get to. So I'll set my phone up here for screen record. Okay, so on the map where you can see the yellow star is basically our school. So we have walked along to here, over the bridge, down along, following this road down around here. We have come to, so turn left at this intersection. We've walked around. Okay, so this road up here takes up all this new housing development area, but we haven't walked up there because when I came past the other day that all looked gated. So we've carried on down here. So here we have the my phone keeps doing weird things. So just over that main road there's a river there, but we're on the north side of that river. Okay, and where the blue dot is now is where we are now, and just up ahead of us it looks like we have a path here heading up in towards the mountains. So that's where we're headed to. That's where we're trying to get, and then hopefully we can find our way right up to the top of the mountain. But we'll see how we go. If we can't get up here, we're going to go back to that new estate and go for another look up there. As I said before, we went up there, it was night time, it was a bit hard to see anything, and there may well be access through there, but I just couldn't see it because it was dark. But it's been quite a long walk to get here. I don't know, we've probably walked 4 or 5 kilometers so far, maybe more actually. It's we are keeping an eye out on our right here for a shop, because I've just finished a bottle of water. I need to pick up another one. It's another reason we're on the 360 camera, so I've got access to my phone to pay for water as we go. But it's yeah, I just wanted to get out and go for a fairly simple walk today, because the last week we've been pretty busy with beer festival stuff and all that happening. Videos coming up. We're going to do a video on inkstone. So one of the girls I know through the English corner, she's actually off. I think she's doing a master's degree, just starting a master's degree in speakers up there saying something. I don't know what they're saying. That was unexpected. Yeah, this girl's doing a master's, I think in, I can't remember, design or something to do with art. But her family runs an inkstone business, so we're going to go and have a look at their little shop at where they actually manufacture stuff, and have a look at have a good look at the process of manufacturing inkstone things and all that sort of stuff. And hopefully we're going to try and get her to put us in touch with people who actually mine the inkstone. Let's just have a look at our map and see where we are here. I actually want to go a little bit further along. We've got gates here for cars, but I think we can get through here. Yeah, find out where the inkstone stuff is mined and go and have a look at that process as well. That'd be really nice. So we've got a big car park here. I wonder if this is for people to park when they're climbing the mountain. Maybe we've got access up the mountain somewhere fairly close by here. Time will tell. We'll see how we go. So yeah, that was good. Christy's going to hook us up there, so we're probably going to try and get out to her shop or her parents' shop later in the week and go and have a look at that. One thing I did want to talk about is a question somebody had regarding health insurance. If you're coming to China, what should you do about health insurance? Now, finding definitive information has been very, very difficult. A lot of it comes from either companies who are promoting their own things, or it is just opinions, individual people's opinions on stuff. So I'm not going to use a lot of those sources. I'm going to give you my opinion on how you should go about doing health insurance if you're coming to China. Now, there's a couple of different categories. First of all, if you're coming to China on a holiday, for a week or a couple of weeks or a month, I would probably recommend health insurance from your own country. Get it with people that you know, people whose language you understand, all that sort of thing, so that you can go home and you've got your health insurance company there you can deal with, in terms of getting money for healthcare back and stuff. I think that's the best way. If you're coming on like a package tour, they probably organise health insurance. I would ask a lot of questions about that. Make sure that what you're getting is what you think you're getting. But if you're traveling, just on your own, organise your own insurance in your own country with a company you know and trust. The big one though is if you're moving to China. If you're going to live here for a year or longer, you're probably better off getting health insurance locally here. Because if you do end up, having to go to hospital for something, trying to deal with a company in a third country, when you're not going back to that country, you're sort of stuck here. I could see all sorts of problems with that. So my insurance is actually local here. You do have to be sure of what you're getting. The language sort of problems could lead to issues. So find somebody who speaks English. If you're coming here to work, find someone in your company who speaks English, who can translate things for you. Or someone, if you've got no one in your company who speaks English, get them to find somebody who they know and trust. And get insurance locally. That would be my recommendation. I'm sort of quite fortunate in that the school I work for does my health insurance. They provide health insurance, and they are, they're also a medical college. So they look after me pretty well. We've got an attached hospital, so if I need stuff doing, which I have done a couple of times, I can go to that hospital and they look after me really well. Also, the director of our college is also, I don't know if there's that message again. What is that all about? That's really weird. The director of our school, or one of the really high ups in our school, is also really high up in the hospital here. Okay, what have we got in here? Let's pull out the phone here. Have a look what this area is. Oh, so we've got a bit of a eating place up here maybe? Golden Elephant Mountain Forest Park. Alright, well, we're going to go and try and walk in here. Golden Elephant. Okay, right, now we'll go up this way first, go and have a look, see what this is all about. I don't know if we have to pay to get in here or what the go is. Look at this. Oh, we got pigs on the back of the truck there off to market. This elephant here, what is this made of? Okay, so it's plastic flowers on some sort of steel frame by the look of it. Looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go and have a look what we've got here. We'll pull up the translator here and see what this has to say. Translator. Dear tourist friends, in order to create safety and order, good travel and a good trip, travel, order and promote Mountain Forest Park, the most regional reception Saints bus. Walk about 500 meters to travel and sightseeing directly. Oh, so there's a bus service up here. Oh, and here we've got a map of where we're going to. So we must now be here. Oh yeah, here we are. So this is us here. We're going to look at getting right the way up through the top here. I'm not sure what the prices are, but we'll ask the man here. Translator. Oh, he's opening a sign for us here. What has he got here? Yeah. Okay, here's all the steps we have to do down here. Right, WeChat. Scan. Follow. Oh. Follow. Just slower. Oh, too fast on the thing, on that one. Okay. All good? Good to go? Excellent. Thank you, sir. No. Oh, no smoking? No worries. So, no smoking allowed on the mountain, which is fair enough. Okay, and we're heading up. Finally, I've been trying to get up this mountain for a long time. So, yeah, as we were saying, the health insurance, if you're coming for a short time, buy local. If you're coming for long term, buy in China. I think it would be much easier for you. We'll end that discussion there. Yeah, trying to find information has been a nightmare. So I can't remember who it was that asked about health insurance here in China. But yeah, really, if you're going to come, you want to go and do your own research. Find what information you can. There's so much conflicting stuff out there. It's really difficult. So yeah, we'll leave that there and we'll take note of what we're looking at here. It is, I mean, just looking at the height of that mountain, it is going to be quite a steep climb by the look of it, which is fine by me. And hopefully we get a good view once we get up the top. Little pathway on our left here. We're not going to go down there. Just have a look at where it just sort of heads down to the bottom. There was a big waterway down the bottom there, I noticed. So that probably goes down to the water somewhere. And I can hear on our right here falling water. I'm not sure if that's just water dripping from the trees or if that is running water down the bottom. I think it might be water dripping from the trees. Wow, this is a steep little climb here. Yeah, mountain does look like it goes up rather sharply. So it is going to be a bit of work getting up here. Whether or not we come back down the same way, I'm not sure. I'll have a look once we get up there. But yeah, this mountain does look like it goes up very sharply, so I think it will be quite a steep climb. Probably quite a few cutbacks, zigging and zagging, just to make it less steep. Hey. Wow, look at the size of these leaves up here. These are just immensely big. I don't know if you can, I'm a bit close to the camera, I'll look too big, but compare me to them, they are huge. Wow, and because of this weather, it is raining at the moment. It is drizzling on us. It's not raining too heavily. I haven't pulled the umbrella out yet, but it just means we're likely to not encounter many people, if anybody, up here. It should be nice and peaceful. And the rain as we climb, keeping us cool, it is a good way to do it. I do love getting out here in the natural environment, just away from the city. And you know, here we are in Gaoyao. We're in the middle of Gaoyao. Gaoyao, not Gaoyao. Middle of Gaoyao. And you know, there's no civilization. There's no buildings visible, no electric lines. We've just got the road that we're walking on. It's just a really nice little oasis. I do love finding places like this in the middle of cities. Oh, having said that, I can see the tops of buildings over in front of us there, just to make a liar of me. We never did find another bottle of water. I have to hope there's some sort of a shop up the top here, which there often is. If they have some sort of temple up here, quite often the temple will have drinks and stuff for sale to help make a bit of money for them. So a bit hard to see those buildings through the trees there, but they look very, very new. They look very, very nice too. Geez, it'd be a good place to live. Oh, on our left here, looks like the road's running back the other way, so we're going to do a switch back just up here. Oh, we might have a bit of a viewing area. So we've got stairs down here on our right. Look like probably heading down to these new apartments. Let's see if we can see from up the top here where they go to. I'm not going to walk down there and have a look, because if I do that, I then have to walk back up again. And I don't want that. So, getting a look down here. Okay, they're maybe not as new as they looked. But she's not a bad view. But it's going to get better, I hope, as we climb the hill. Okay, what do we got here? We've got a road heading off to the right. We've got a road heading off to the left. I'm going to have a look at the map here. See what they tell us. Okay, I think I don't know which way to go. I think we might go and have a look around this way, because they do have the walking path marked out on the ground. So we'll follow that one. Oh, we've got toilets here for those who come up here without taking care of business before they leave. I do wonder how many people would actually walk up here. I think most people probably come up in their cars. So yeah, back down at the entrance, when I saw the QR code and stuff, I really thought that they were going to charge us to get up here, which wasn't a problem. I don't mind paying to go and see stuff, but it doesn't appear that they charge us anything. It was just keeping track of who's on the mountain. Wow, it does look good down there. So yeah, this is a brand new area for me. I've not been up here at all before, so you're learning along with me. Still too close to sort of city areas. I don't know that we're going to see any kind of wildlife here while we're out here. We are still too much within the Gaoyao sort of area. Over on our left here, have a little drainage system for water coming down the lake. I can't imagine there'd be much water coming down yet. It's been pretty hot the last sort of couple of weeks, so I'd imagine things, even with sort of a thunderstorm for half an hour each day, it'd dry out very, very quickly, I would imagine. So I imagine that a lot of the water that's coming down now is simply soaking straight into the ground, being soaked up by these plants. Wow, we got a big fence here on our right. So this must be for another, I don't know actually. I was thinking maybe it's the top of another housing estate sort of area, but maybe it's just to keep people out of the wildlife. Maybe there's something down there that needs protecting. I do hope we're going the right way. We do still, under these leaves down here, we do still have the green footpath, so hopefully we're on the right track. We will probably change cameras now that we're inside here. We will change to the phone on the gimbal once this sort of rain passes us by. Hopefully it won't hang around for too long. Sort of started maybe an hour ago and it's just sort of been drizzling on and off. It's been nothing really heavy. I've got the umbrella sort of in the pocket of my bag, so it's quick access if needed. If it does get bad, I've got a shoelace come undone. We'll ignore that and keep walking. Okay, oh, I just heard something down here. Let's just put the camera through here. So this is a really steep area. So it may well just be fenced off for safety to keep people from getting in this area. That if you fell down there, you'd be falling for quite a way before you found somewhere to stop. So yeah, maybe that's why this fence is here. It's not so much to stop people going there to damage things, it's to stop people going there and damaging themselves. It's well, we're not going in the direction I would have thought we'd be going. I would have thought we'd be going more up behind us, but maybe we're going to join onto another path around the corner here somewhere. What I should have done is taken a photo of that map that we saw so that I could see where we were going. Wow, so we see, you can sort of see down here, the road down here, you can sort of see how far down that is. That's a pretty sharp drop. And then up, so up above us there is the pagoda we're looking to go to. So hopefully this path is going to turn right back around on itself anytime soon and head up that way. I guess we will soon find out. In fact, I think these apartments on our right now are the ones that we came up when we were looking for an entrance the other night, a couple of weeks back. And we couldn't find an entrance. I'm sure there probably is an entrance there somewhere. Okay, we are going to stop and tie this bloody shoelace up. The shoe's just starting to get loose and it's starting to really bug me. So just bear with us for a moment. Hey, sit there, stay there, don't move, camera. Oh, get our shoe tied up again. There we go. Okay, back on we go. I'm gonna have to chuck my hat through the washing machine. Got water dripping down from the brim and it's coming out brown. I haven't washed my hat in a long time. In fact, I don't know that I've ever chucked this hat in the washing machine. Might have to take care of that next time we do a wash. Okay, we must be turning left up here somewhere. Seems to be quite a lot of birds up here. I can hear a lot of tweeting. See a few birds flickering around up in the trees there. I really want to get back over to Guangxi sometime soon and go and catch the monkeys again. Because I love monkeys. Big fan of them. They're pretty pushy here. I think a lot of people do feed them. You know, throw them scraps of food, so they've taken to you know, approaching people and trying to pinch money. I'm just trying to remember whether it was here or no, I'm pretty sure it was here. I saw a monkey steal a woman's handbag, run off up into the bush. I don't know if they ever found the handbag again. Hope she didn't lose too much stuff in it. But the monkey thinking, oh, there must be food in there. I think she'd put her bag down to take a photo or something of her kids. And the monkeys were on it, just like that. Yeah, if you're going to those areas where you're going to encounter things like monkeys, Make sure you're wearing a backpack. Have everything in your backpack. Don't leave anything that can easily be snatched, because it's not people you have to worry about. People are pretty good. There's not much sort of street thievery and stuff happen anymore. But monkeys, they haven't learnt yet. Oh, we've come to the end of the path. Just like that. Okay, so it looks like we're going back the way we've just been and heading back up that road. So we might turn off for a minute while we walk back and rejoin us when we get back to our to the other road. Okay, so we're back at our intersection now. We're heading back up the other way. Oh, didn't notice this sign. Probably should have followed this one. So what do we got? Xiang, Shan, Sen, Lin, Gong, Yuan, Ji, Ran, Jiao, Yu, Jing. Actually, we might take a photo of that, because we're going to need a name to put on our video. So, and we've actually got, we've got some people walking down here. Some tourists on the way down on foot who've obviously walked up. A little seating area there on our left. So, as we were walking back along, backtracking there, I was just thinking about that security guard that we saw at the gate. And that's one thing that people talk about oppressive security here in China and all that sort of stuff. And really, there are sort of security guys like that everywhere. There are lots of them. But they're not really security as such. They are gate attendants for various places. I don't know that they have any real authority. If somebody's doing something wrong, I don't think they have the power to actually arrest anybody. The most they can do is call the police. Have the police come and deal with the situation. And as you saw with that guy, even with no language interaction, just using hand gestures, he was able to figure out, okay, I want to go up the mountain, and help me through the WeChat app, which is all in Chinese, so I can't understand it, but he went and did everything, showed us where to go for all the different settings. Really helpful. And that's what you find with most of the security here in China. Whether they are simply gate sort of people like that, right through to police. If you need a hand with something, they're generally very, very friendly, very helpful, happy to help out. And the language barrier, it's not really an issue. I can tend to now sort of get through everything using hand gestures, and if it's something more complicated, the translators you can use these days are very, very good. Wait, this is steep. It's a good climb up here. The translators are very, very good these days. Tend to still get a little confused occasionally with context, but they're much better now than they were when I first arrived here 7 years ago. With AI and stuff now being involved, a lot of the translators that I use in the last sort of couple of updates for the apps, there's AI symbols have come up on all the home screens. They are very, very good. So don't be afraid of coming to China because you don't speak Chinese. You will find people who speak English to various levels. Some not much more than hello, how are you? But some, yeah, you do run across people who speak English very, very well. If you're planning on moving to China for work or retirement or for whatever reason, I'd recommend wherever you're moving to, go and see if you can find an English corner somewhere. They'll generally have meetings weekly. So the one here in Zhaoqing, they normally have a Tuesday and a Thursday night online. So through Zoom or whatever online meeting app where they can get together and chat. I don't normally take part in them. I'm not that much into online stuff. But they also generally have a meeting every week. Although I haven't been for a few weeks, sort of being away on the islands, and then they've had a couple of meetings cancelled because of other things going on. But you do find people in the English corners who do speak really good English, who really want to communicate with people. So if you need help with stuff, they'll happily come and help you, because it's their opportunity to practice their English. So go and get involved. You know, if you're here long term, go and get involved with some of these types of groups, because your job may not be teaching. You know, you may be here for something else, but it's still worthwhile going and helping other people learn, because you do get back just as much in terms of help and advice, notifications of when things are, you know, when events are happening. It is a really good thing. You get good contacts. So the English corner I'm in, we've got Christy, who I mentioned earlier, whose family is involved in making inkstone products. We have business people, a couple of whom are involved with businesses that I'm actually going to go out and do videos in their businesses. Teachers, so you know, we've got from primary school teachers. I don't think we've got any kindergarten teachers in the group at the moment, but from primary school right the way up through to university teachers involved, other students. So you meet people of many different ages, from many different backgrounds. It is a very, very worthwhile thing to do. Like I say, you may not be into wanting to be teaching people English, but really a lot of them don't particularly want you to teach them as such. They just want somebody to practice with. And so if you need information, they'll be happy to come and talk to you about whatever you're looking for, because even though they may not be, you know, sort of the mindset they want to help people, in helping people, they're getting their benefit as well of being able to practice their English. Oh, we got another of these little seating areas up here. Tempted to sit down and have a rest, but we might keep moving. That rain's almost stopped now, but we don't know when it's going to start again, if it's going to start again, so we're going to keep going. Although a rest would be nice. So yeah, different groups. If you're living here, most big cities also will have expat groups. So, you know, I've been involved with the making videos with the Gaelic Football Association, with the AFL Association. I know there's a rugby association in Guangzhou, and, you know, various other cities. A lot of South Africans in China, so yeah, there's a lot of rugby groups around the place. Well, there's a lot of people from everywhere really in China. See these lights up here? They're all solar powered. They'll have batteries stored in there somewhere. So yeah, no external power running up the mountain. Back down the way we walked up here, there is a big China Southern power grid area. Huge big area, which we might, if we come down the same way and go back out the same way, we might video that. Just give you a quick look at that. But we'll see, we may end up coming down the mountain a different way than we're going up. We'll see how we go. The other question that was asked in a WeChat group, on a video, was about retiring in China. So again, the same with the insurance thing. There's a lot of conflicting information out there. Realistically, you're going to have to look at your situation, look at what sort of income as a retiree you have, as to what you can afford. But a few things I will say. Oh wow. So just down along this river, down here is where we walked along. There's a new bridge over there from Guangzhou over to Gaoyao. Wow, we're getting quite a good view from up here, although the trees are a bit in the way. So yeah, if you want to retire in China, you really need to do your own research. Because you need to research things that are relevant to you. But we might, as we're walking up here, just go through a few of the things that you want to think about. Okay, first is a visa. What type of visa do you get? Now, some visas, you know, if you're going to live here long term, sometimes you only get like a 2 or 3 month visa and you actually have to leave the country. So, and then come back in and, you know, re-sign up for another visa. Now, for people here, sort of in Guangdong, you know, we're not far from Hong Kong, Macau, where you can do that there because they're sort of considered different entities. Even though they are part of China, they're sort of governed separately. So you can actually, so Tony's just done that. He just had to duck down to Macau. You basically walk across the border, turn around, walk back into China, get your passport re-stamped. So if you're somewhere near an entry/exit point, that kind of thing, it's not too much of a hassle. Yeah, every couple of months you got to do a bit of a trip, but make a thing of it, have a weekend in Hong Kong or Macau, go and do some shopping or whatever, sightseeing. But if you're planning on living, you know, somewhere in the middle of the country, that could be a big palaver, so it's not really going to be the right thing for you. Well, what have we got up here? Got some sort of a shop. Oh, looks like it's not open, gate's closed. So, just looking in these buildings, I can't actually see what's in there. It doesn't look like a shop, it looks like a little tea house or something. We've got some verandas down there and stuff, but we can't get in there, so we'll carry on. Okay, let's have a look on the map here, see where we are now. If they've got a, this is where you are. So this here is where we had to backtrack to, or was this here where we had to backtrack to? We might be here. Yeah, okay, that's that little place we were just looking at. So we're, well, given the curviness up here, we're maybe not quite halfway up the mountain. Oh, we got another. Okay, it's fenced off as well. This looks like this is under construction. Another little viewing platform on our right here. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, all fenced off, so they're probably still building this. That rain does appear to have stopped, so next time we are getting down under half a battery left on this 360 camera. So next time we find a seat, we might sit down and swap over to the phone on the gimbal. So yeah, as we were saying, retirement here. First, your visa type. You have to look at visas. What can you get? How long do they last? All that sort of thing. So contact your local Chinese consulate or embassy for that information. They should be able to help you. What else do you have to think about? So, insurance, health insurance mainly. As I said before, if you're going to live here, I'd recommend local health insurance. But get someone to help you to make sure you're getting what you want. What else do you need to think about? Cost of living. How much does it cost to live in China? So, a fairly decent apartment, you know, without going totally lavish, probably looking between 2,000 and 2,500 RMB a month. So, for Australia, $400 to $500 a month. So compared to Australia, housing very, very cheap. Cost of living in general is very cheap here. I make less here in a month than I used to make in Australia working full-time in a week. But I can live a much, much better lifestyle here. I can eat out every night if I want. I don't have to cook at home. I do cook at home a lot because I'm a very, very fussy eater. But I don't have to. I could go and find stuff that I like every night of the week and still have plenty of money left over. Traveling around the place, very, very cheap. You know, the high-speed rail, very, very convenient. Okay, how are we going for battery on here? No, we're all right for now. Might go to the next seating and swap cameras over. Yeah, travel around, very cheap. Taxis, DDs, hire bikes. If you buy an electric bike, so my bike, I think from memory was about 3,000 RMB. I can travel. I've never really drained the battery, but just on current usage and where the charge rates are, I'd say between 120, 140 kilometers, realistically. I was sort of told 160, but I always sort of figured that's best possible conditions. Now, to recharge your bike, we actually went down to a charging point when I was going to talk to Tony a week or two ago. I wanted to try one of these, the public sort of side of the street charging points out, where you scan your WeChat and pay for it and then plug your bike in and away you go. So I plugged in for 3 hours. I sort of put 3 hours in the app that I was going to be charging for. I only ended up charging for 2. It cost me, I think it was, I can't remember, 5 RMB for 3 hours of charging. We got back there, it was probably on charge for 2 hours. So I unplugged, sort of didn't worry about it. I wasn't, you know, an hour of charging lost, okay, ho hum. It's only money. But I get back home, open my phone, I've got a service notification. Open it up, and I've got 4 RMB has been reimbursed to me. So if you unplug before you've used all your time, whatever you use will be reimbursed. And the other thing with that, I was charged 3 hours, 5 RMB. I charged for 2, I got 4 RMB back. So I only paid for 1 RMB for 2 hours of charging. So I think it actually also works on how much, it's not only the time, it's how much electricity you actually use. So my charger must be a fairly slow, pretty sure my charger, the trickle charger, is designed to charge overnight. It's not a fast charger. So because I use far less electricity, it costs me far, far less. So yeah, transport around China, very cheap. DD apps in English. Most of the time if you go to the train station, bus stations, you can find stuff. Or you use your translators on your phone. It can be done. I used to simply walk up to the ticket counter, put in the translation, put in the English name of the city or place I want to go to, show them the translation. They do me a ticket, bang, just like that. Really simple. What else do you need to know? Getting a driving license. Can't help you a lot with that one. I don't know much about it yet. Something I am going to look at doing. We are going to look at trying to do a video on the subject of getting a driving license. Okay, we are going to sit down here. We might keep this camera going for the minute, but I just need to give my legs a bit of a rest. It is a steep climb up here. What else do you need to know about retirement in China? Healthcare, bit hit and miss depending on where you are. If you're in a big city, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Beijing, I'm pretty sure healthcare is going to be, first class, as good as anywhere, really. But if you want to go and settle in a smaller village somewhere or something, it's probably going to be more hit and miss as to what you find. If you want good healthcare, you might have to travel a bit, but that's okay as long as it's not an emergency. But I did spend a night in hospital here, so including the cost of the ambulance and everything, cost me 900 RMB, which is what, 170, 180 Australian dollars, which I thought was pretty good. It wasn't anything serious, I was just dehydrated. I'd moved here, walking around in the heat. It was, sort of tail end of summer? Yeah, it must have been the tail end of summer. And I just wasn't, coming from a cooler climate, I wasn't used to having to carry water around quite so urgently. And also in Australia, most taps, you can drink the water straight out of the tap. Here, you can't do that. It's not treated water here. So, yeah, I just 3 days of walking around in the heat, just got dehydrated, walked into a shopping centre. I felt the air conditioning hit me. The last thing I remember thinking was, I really need to go and find somewhere to sit down. And I woke up, not sitting down, but laying down in a hospital bed. Had no idea where I was. Nobody in the hospital spoke English. So they brought me my phone. I got hold of Frankel. Said, "Oh, I'm in the hospital." He was, "What?" And yeah, it turns out I was in the hospital right over the road from the apartment where we were living. So Frankel came straight over, sat with me all night. He hung out with us all night. We had a good time hanging out the window, smoking and doing all the things you're not meant to do in a hospital. But you get away with a lot more here. So yeah, healthcare Really depends on where you decide to retire to. What else would you need to know about retiring here? Really, it comes down to your income. If you've got 5,000 RMB a month available to you, you could retire pretty comfortably. You know, you wouldn't be living a lavish lifestyle, but you'd be doing all right. If you can come up with 10, 15,000 RMB a month, you'd be living well, you'd be traveling a lot, you'd be seeing a lot of the country. Would I recommend retirement in China? Yeah, I would. I would happily retire here, which is part of the reason why I'm now doing this YouTube channel. While at the moment, my goal is simply just to show people what life's here like. I'm not interested in making money out of it yet. I'm still learning about making videos. I have to start making shorter videos because, you know, people's attention spans these days. But 10 years I'll be 60, which is retirement age here in China. And sort of in 5 years' time, I will probably start being a lot more focused on what I'm doing here. Making shorter videos, more to the point, less of this just waffling on. And try and get my channel monetized in the future so that I can have an income to keep living here, because I don't really want to move away. I love it here. So yeah, if you're looking at retirement, I'd recommend it. You know, if you go to somewhere like Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Shanghai, it's going to be more expensive to live. But I'd recommend looking for a place like this, like Zhaoqing. You know, I'm only 40 minutes away on the high-speed train from Guangzhou. A bit longer to Shenzhen. Not far from Hong Kong. So you've got all the modern stuff close by. And yeah, I'm living in a much smaller, much more relaxed sort of place. Less people, less hustle and bustle. It's more my sort of place. You might be a city person. You might want something like Guangzhou, Shenzhen. And you know, those places do have their advantages. There's a lot more stuff to do. There's a lot more happening there. But it's just not my scene. It's not my cup of tea. But yeah, I mean, the people here are really, really friendly. Very, very low crime. I've been here 7 years now. I can't say that I've encountered any crime, really. Just trying to think. No, heard the occasional story. There's actually a story, my WeChat group, friends from Yunfu, one of them posted the other day, a couple of lads had been caught breaking into cars. So crime does happen, but it's not that common. It is a very, very safe place to live. And violent crime is almost non-existent. You do hear the occasional story, but they are very, very occasional. Wow, just looking up to our right here, we must be getting close. As trees are all thinning out up there. So we must be getting close to the top, hopefully. And then we have to walk back on down. Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, so we can see the, I don't know, television towers, telephone towers, radio communication, whatever the towers are up there in front of us. So that'll be the very, very top of the hill. We're probably not allowed to go there because of all the equipment up there. but I'm not that interested in seeing that stuff. I'm more interested in getting up to where these pagodas were. Hopefully getting a view down over Gaoyao, maybe even right back over to Guangzhou. It'd be nice if from up here we can see right the way across the river, across the lake, through the mountains on the other side of Guangzhou, right the way through to Dinghu. But we'll see. Wow, the legs are feeling it. So we had them two groups of people walking down the mountain. It's the only people we've seen so far. I would have thought there might be a few more being school holidays, but I don't know how much of a tourist attraction this place actually is. You know, people who come here are generally going 7-Star Lake, Dinghu Mountain, the ancient wall. I don't know what big sort of attractions we have over in Gaoyao. Something I'll have to investigate a little bit more. So yeah, we were talking there about monetizing YouTube eventually in the future. The other thing that we are in the process of sorting out now is monetizing, or not monetizing, but starting a couple of Chinese social media channels, and hopefully eventually being able to make money out of them as well. So there, we've got a toilet there on our right, seating area. Not much of a view from that seating area though, so we'll keep moving. Yeah, the Chinese social media, I'm going to do very, very similar to what I'm doing now. In fact, a lot of my YouTube videos I will probably just migrate directly over. But the videos I make for that channel probably won't go onto YouTube. So I'll probably cut down to sort of one video a week for YouTube and one a week for Chinese social media. And while here on YouTube, I tend to be making videos to show you guys from outside China some of what life here is like. The Chinese videos I want to do slightly differently, in that I want to aim more at, for a Chinese audience, what it's like living here for a foreigner. Sort of the things that we find strange, things that we find really good, the things that we just don't understand. And that'll be very much aimed at asking questions of Chinese people, same as we do here at the end of a video. I ask you to comment and question and all that sort of stuff. In the videos, I'll actually be asking Chinese people questions. You know, I'll come across something and say, why do you do this way? Yeah, this is how we do it in Australia, and it's the best way for Australia. Why is it different here? What is it? You know, it might be a cultural thing, history thing, just a different way of looking at the world thing. So yeah, I'm interested, because that channel, all the stuff on Chinese social media, while I'll be sort of talking to Chinese people and showing them my experience and me trying to understand China, it'll also be asking questions of them and trying to learn, trying to further my knowledge, and hopefully we can bring some of that information back here. And we're also going to do some other stuff on there as well, helping them learn English, sort of introducing them to different things in Western culture that maybe they've missed out on, different types of music, well, different bands, Yeah, a lot of sort of the bands I listen to from the 60s, they've never heard of. Great musicians. They've got no idea who they are. Wow. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. All right, let's shut up. Just focus on walking for a while. Okay, so we just had battery die on us. We're back on the road again now. And yeah, hopefully we're getting close to this top, because I am fast running out of steam. Should have had a push bike to roll on back down the hill. Maybe that's what they need. That'd be a nice business thing. Have a selection of bikes up the top of the hill, charge people 10 RMB, ride a bike down. Well, just roll down. You don't even have to ride really. Just roll down the hill, so you're not having to walk back down. You have 50 bikes parked up there, little truck, go down every couple of hours, pick them up, bring them back up to the top. Be a nice little thing, I reckon. Although, how many people would miss a turn and end up damaging themselves on the way down? There's some steep bits here. You pick up some serious speed on a push bike going down this hill. So, maybe not such a great idea. So just wanted to go back just to reiterate, we were talking about the insurance there earlier, and then the retiring in China. Ask questions of people. Try and find people. You know, there's people on YouTube like Mr. Tony who sort of are quite rather retired. Ask them about cost of living and stuff. I don't pay for an apartment, so I'm not 100% sure on that stuff. But ask some of the other YouTubers. If you want to buy an apartment, how much does it cost? All that sort of thing. If you have further questions, if you have specific questions, you can ask me. I can probably find out. But just the idea of how do I retire in China? I don't really know, because I don't know your circumstances. I don't know what kind of retirement income you have available. So it's hard to really give good advice. But ask people, find other people who live here. Get multiple opinions. Hey. Alright, we're going to shut up. Just put the camera up nice and high. Walk the rest of the way up here. Maybe in silence. And let me get my breath. And hopefully find a water once we get up here. Okay, next little seat that we find, we are going to sit down, have a rest. Oh, we got a golden elephant up in front of us. That looks like it'll be our sitting down and having a rest place. Go to the other side of the road here. Wow, I am getting sore. The old legs are definitely feeling it. I do hope where you can find a shop up here somewhere. I'm really dying for a bottle of water. Cold water, not bloody room temperature water that people love here, or hot water. A bottle of cold water. Wow. Also got binoculars up here that you can pay for access to. Hopefully we got some sort of water dispenser or something up here. Jungle coffee. So some sort of a shop. Are they open? Is there anybody in there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we got drinks there. Okay. Have a look in there in a minute. Oh wow. Look at this view. How special is this? So wow. So we walked. So our school is over here. Put an arrow on the map, my finger's probably in the wrong place. We walked across to the bridge, over the river, right the way down along here, out behind here, right down to the river here, then right across here, and then up through the back here. It's a long, long walk. So Duanzhou over there, 7-Star Lake, the mountains at the back, Dinghu over this way. We've got more mountains over here I want to go and have a look at, try getting up. So this is all Gaoyao down here, this side of the river. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful little area. Let's get down the steps, have a look out this side. So yeah, I followed this mountain the other night on my electric bike. We rode right the way around this way, right around there, looking for access up here, but there was nothing. Oh, we've got a swimming pool down in here. Oh, that looks nice. I do have to go and find a swimming pool and go swimming. But we're going to duck in here. Going to grab, well, try and grab a drink out of here. This is all WeChat operated. So you scan the WeChat code and then the fridge will unlock, I believe. I think that's how it works. We'll see how we go. So stick with us. We're going to probably grab a Coke actually, something with a bit of sugar in it, and a bottle of water to go with it. And then we're going to sit down here, have a little rest, and then we're going to carry on up these stairs here once we've had a drink. So stick around, more to come. Okay, we're back onto the phone on a gimbal now. Just going to go have one more look down around here before we head up the top. The last sort of climb up to the top of the mountain here. Oh, it's such an amazing view from up here. Absolutely stunning. So if we go this mountain over here, go around the far side of that, that is where sort of Zhaoqing port is along the river. River comes around the mountain here, right the way through, back around here, and then around to the right out to Dinghu. What else can we see over here? A lot of new apartment buildings down here. All looks very new. Looks like a big quarry just out the end out there. I'm not sure what they're digging up there. I wonder if that's where they get a lot of the stuff for inkstone. That looks from here like that type of rock, but I could be wrong. A lot of housing area down here, probably a lot of industrial as well. And then around this side, let's get back up the top of these stairs. Oh wow, that looks like a really nice housing estate down here. Looks like all individual houses with a couple of big apartment buildings on the outside and a lake down there. And we'll get up these steps, look back down over this way. So a lot of shipping out there on the river. It just looks so small from up here. Amazing. So over, where are we? About here. I don't know if we can see that the red light on top of the building. That's the building in the sort of middle of the city. Has the temperature up on the top all the time. We're heading on for 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm not sure how it got so late so quick, but we've got two options here. We've got the staircase here on our left, or we've got a road here. We're going to head up the staircase. Might be steeper, but I think it'll be a bit shorter to get up there. So got all these red ribbons here on our left. All things done, I imagine, for Chinese New Year, Spring Festival. All things tied up for luck. The tree over here, it's got the same in the tree. Lots of red ribbons tied up there. And we're the last little climb up to the top. And then we've got to walk all the way down. Just had two couples come up here running up the mountain. They sort of ran past us, so we're in this little shop down here. They ran past us, continued up the hill, and then probably 8 to 10 minutes later we're running back down. So it's not far to get to the top here. We've got the big TV tower up in front of us, I can see up here. Well, TV tower, telephone tower, whatever they're broadcasting. Wow, these steps are steep. Holy moly. This has been a big walk. I think we might be buying something for dinner on the way home, because it's going to be late by the time we get back. Might actually get down the bottom and order a Didi back home. Oh well, they got another of these elephants up here. Well, it'd be cool to be able to get access, climb up that staircase, get right up the top here, have a real view. So let's just see. I think over this way must be Surfway off in the distance. It's amazing. Jin Lee, where we saw dragon boat racing, I'm pretty sure is out this way. The dragon boat racing we saw here was down along this little side shot of the river here. Wow. So I've never been up here. What an amazing view. What an amazing place. Just absolutely stunning. Really need a much better quality camera to be able to pick up and show you how this looks. I don't know, we'll see once we get onto the computer and start editing things here. Oh, we got this pagoda down here. We haven't actually... Did we actually get to that? I can't even remember. My brain's dead. But what a beautiful walk. So we're going to head back down. Hey, we might actually, on the way down, rather than taking these steps back down, we'll walk around this side and see if maybe we've got a view from the other side here somewhere, showing us, you know, the view from the other side of the mountain and what we can see out, sort of going out the back of Gaoyao. So I think, sort of off this way in front of us, we'll be heading towards Yunfu, which is, I don't know, 70, 80 kilometers away, about an hour by car. But we'll see if we've got some sort of viewing platform out this side. I hope we do, because it'd be nice to be able to see out both sides of the mountain. We do have some sort of path. We've got another tower here. Oh, what does that say up there? Can I China. Oh, I can't quite make that out. No, I can't quite see it. We might see if we can get away from these trees and see if we can make out what that says up the top. China. Oh, meteorological. Okay, so that's a weather station up there, monitoring weather. Okay, fair enough. Okay, what have we got down this little pathway here? We've got something 500 meters down the path. Okay, let's go see what we've got down here. I don't know if I want to walk another 500 meters, but we've come this far, so we may as well do it. Go and have it. Oh, that might be heading off to that pagoda that we saw from up there. Oh wow, it's going to be hard to see this through, but mountains out there with clouds sitting over the top of them looks absolutely beautiful. Hopefully we've got a decent view of that somewhere just along the way here. So over on our left is looking back to Gaoyao. That's the direction we were looking at from the top. So we're really trying to find somewhere we can look off to our right here. Oh, more steps. Wow. I've been wanting to get up here for so long. Oh wow, look at these. It's going to be hard to see from here, but these apartment buildings that are all rather large, you know, these are all 15, 20 story apartment buildings. And we're towering over them. It's amazing. They look like bloody toys from here. Yeah, I've been wanting to get up here for a long time and never sort of got around to it. And I've been investigating for the last few weeks, just trying to find a passage up here. Until today, I've never actually found the way to actually get up onto this mountain. So it's good to actually make it. So, we've got this, oh, look at this. Look at this with these little worship things in the center here. Elephants. Oh, and we've got little elephant statues right the way around this fence here. Wow, they look really cool. And then in the center here, look at this. Wow, that is cool. We've got different things on the top of each trunk. So we've got a fish here. Not sure what this one's meant to be, maybe a hat. Don't know what that's meant to be. Frog, snail, maybe, I'm not sure. Wow, that looks pretty cool. So that's largely still looking out the same sort of way, but we've got another pagoda up on the top of the hill up here. So we're going to carry on back down here and then down this little path to the left here. According to the sign, 350 meters further on. And we'll see what we've got down that way. Right, back down the steps. Hey, be careful with the steps. They are a little bit damp. They're not wet anymore. They've dried off a fair bit from that earlier rain. But after this climb up the mountain, the legs are a bit wobbly, so take it fairly gentle. We don't want to bloody injure ourselves up here. It'd be a mission trying to get back down again if you bust a leg or something. Okay. Wow, this view. Just amazing. And nobody up here. This is probably, of all the places I've been, you know, all the different mountains, you know, up Dinghu Mountain, up the mountain over the far side of the lake over there that we went up with Tony a couple of weeks back. In terms of views, I think this has got all the others beat. This looks like the most amazing view I've encountered here in Zhaoqing thus far. Just because I mean, the view up the mountain over the other side of the lake there, you sort of get a 180-degree view. But I've got a feeling once we get up the top of here, I got a feeling we're going to see a hell of a lot more than that. Hey. Oh, step by step, foot after foot. She's a good climb. Oh, and here's this next pagoda up here. Oh wow, and it looks like it's a two-story job. We can get up nice and high. Oh, this should be nice. This should give us a really good view. So have a look around ground level first in here. Looks like we've got a little place for presentations, having a drink. Got a little path around to our left here. We'll go around here before we get up on the top. Okay, nothing here. Looks like they're doing some work, maybe building some stuff. Looks like we have another toilets around on our right there. Looks like they might be putting in some sort of swimming pool or something here. Okay, we're gonna just sneak in here. Have a little look. What's under this tarpaulin here? That looks like it might be, it is. Oh, it's a mirror. Okay. We'll have to try and get back sometime when that's open to have a look. Might be a really, really good place to take some photographs. All right, let's get our way up onto the top here and have a look what we can find up here. So we'll start off just at ground level, just do a little walk around so we can see, yeah, a lot of this out this side sort of blocked off by the trees here. So hopefully that top section will get us up above the trees. Oh, so we see, you can see here the sort of photos people take. So you can actually sit in this ring here and get photos with the mirror, so it'd look like it's water sitting there. It looks beautiful. Looks like a really, really good place to come and take photos. And then back out this side, this is sort of the view we saw earlier. Absolutely beautiful. But let's take ourselves up a level and see what we get from the very, very top. I think it will be pretty extraordinary. Oi, these are steep steps getting up here. Use the handrail. The sign here. Do not climb or fall. Yeah, okay. I'm going to climb the steps, but I'm not going to climb the rail. We'll give you that one. Wow. Okay, so let's start over this way. So I'll sort of start with what we've seen so far already. So this side out here is the area that we were looking at earlier. So again, we started, where are we? Right over here somewhere. Walked across over the bridge, down along this road down here, right around here, down along this waterway, right down to, okay, that was that little village. We walked past this little lake down here, and then up all the way up. Actually, we can see the couple of bits of road that we walked along down there. You can see the green trails of the walkway just on the edge of there. So that's where we walked up. Actually, I think just down here is where we went this way. We ended up having to backtrack. So yeah, we went right down to here, and then we had to backtrack back around and then back up around this side. So out this way is Dinghu. Here's this new housing estate, the sort of individual houses. I don't know that it's new, but it looks like individual houses with the lake. And then this area that we hadn't seen, as we go further around this way, see all the mountains here, clouds sitting down below the tops of the mountains. Absolutely spectacular. A lot of agricultural land down here by the looks, a lot of fields and the like. Trying to see if we can see the high-speed rail. Nah, it'll be behind them mountains. So I think, where are we? Let me just try and get my bearings. I think Yunfu will be out this way. So I think this road here, down here, if we follow down there, that'll lead us towards Yunfu. One of my favourite little places. Wow, what an amazing view. So it's going to be heading on towards 6 o'clock now. We're going to start heading back down the mountain. We're not going to film our way down. I think that's enough for today. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this climb up this mountain with us. It's hard work, but man, these views, they're worth the effort. It's absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. I will be coming up here again. Even if it's not making videos, just coming up to have a look. I'm really, really impressed. Yeah, and really good exercise. I'll be feeling this one tomorrow, no doubt. In fact, we might even contact our massage place tonight and go and look at getting a massage. I think the legs are going to be pretty tight tomorrow after this one. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, hit that like button, share with friends, subscribe to the channel, all that wonderful stuff to help us along. Questions and comments, hit us up in the comment section down there. And if you have anything you would like to learn about life here in China, any subjects you'd like me to go away and look into and make a video about, again, down there, comment section, hit us up, and we'll endeavour to bring that to you. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe. I'm going to try and stay safe as we try and stumble our way back down this mountain. And we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.